A lot of people go to Amsterdam for reasons like getting to know the cultural history. And I think that the best way to know more about a city is to try their traditional food. In this video, I want to talk about what I ate in Amsterdam. And I have to say, the food I had in Amsterdam was very interesting. In a good way. It definitely stood out. There were so many kinds of food that were truly new to me. Although I didn't have enough time or appetite to eat all of them, the ones that I did try were definitely so... my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Without further ado, let's get started. First place that I want to talk about is called Pancakes. And I went there for brunch on my first day in Amsterdam, and I ended up ordering this thing called Pannenkoeken. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it right because I don't really speak Dutch. So Pannenkoeken or Dutch pancakes are like the American pancakes, and the crumb having a baby. It would look exactly like that. When I started eating it, I realized that it tasted completely different, and I think I should have tried it without bacon because it ended up being too much for me because it's really like huge and I couldn't finish the whole thing, and I feel like I would have finished it if I didn't put bacon in it. It had this weird but good and specific taste, and yeah, now moving on to the next place. The next place that I would like to talk about is the store called Febo. Febo is like the best concept for a store ever. Like if I were to go in Philippines and I had a lot of money, I think I would put up a store that is just like this because it's very interesting and very, I don't know, I really like the concept of this store. The concept is basically like a vending machine but for food, like hot food, you know what I mean. You pick which column you want, and then you get that specific food, and then you just press the button, then it opens. It's very like, I really like vending machines, that's why I really like this concept. I actually visited the store like twice or 3 times in the 3 days that I was there. I got this thing called satay something. I liked the ragu inside of it, but I didn't like that it had that specific taste. And the next one that I tried was skip corn. It was just fried chicken basically, but in a chicken tender. Oh my god, my mouth is watering. In a chicken tender shape. It was really good. And the last one that I tried was something like beef ragu covered in that same coating. That one was the best one that I had. I super recommend it. It is really good, or it would be really fun to make it here, but I googled the recipe and it kind of looks hard, so The next food that I'd like to talk about is called stroopwafel. This is very popular. This is the one that everybody recommends when you go to Amsterdam. It is 2 thin waffles. I guess they really like breakfast food, but yeah. It's 2 really thin waffles, and then there's caramel or I think dark sugar or honey inside it. I think some people even place Nutella in it. Not really sure, but I only tried the one with caramel because Cyril loves caramel and I wanted to try all of it to be able to know which one I should bring for him back. And yeah, I tried it and it was really good. You can find this everywhere in the streets. I actually ended up bringing 4 boxes of these stroopwafel things. I gave 2 to Cyril and 1 for his parents and 1 for his brother. And yeah, it's very good. I recommend that you taste it in Amsterdam, and I recommend you bring some for others to taste it as well. It's really good. It's just a really simple concept, but they made it really good. Yeah. The next food that I would like to talk about is again a breakfast food. So this is called poffertjes, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it is basically mini Dutch fluffy pancakes. They're about this small and they give you like a small square of butter with it. It looks like this, and you have powdered sugar on it, and it usually doesn't contain that much sugar on it, but the lady was like, sugar? And then she made like I'm gonna give you a lot of sugar. She did that face to me and then I was just like, oh, too late to say something. But anyway, I tried it. I really liked it. It made me super full, but I think I would have liked it more if she didn't put that much sugar on it. Oh, and if you didn't watch the previous vlogs, I actually got the poffertjes from the Albert Kuip market. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing any of these words right, but I got it from the street market where you actually can buy a lot of Dutch local food. And I was gonna try more things there, like haring, that's how they pronounce herring, and some other stuff, but then I was way too full to try anything. So yeah, it kind of sucks that now I can't talk a lot about what I ate. The next type of food that I would like to share with you isn't breakfast food this time. It is chocolate. It's really funny because I didn't want to bring chocolate here because Switzerland has like a lot of really good chocolates. So I didn't want to bring chocolate here, but when I saw like this must try in Amsterdam list, they always like mentioned this Tony Moly's Tony Moly? I don't know how to pronounce it. Tony Moly chocolate. We actually ended up getting a very small 7-bar set, and then I ended up tasting the 7 with cereal. There were a lot of very interesting chocolate. You know how it's very popular, this flavor salted caramel? They actually did that with a lot of stuff too. Like, they placed salt in the dark chocolate, and they placed salt with the almonds in the chocolate, and they also placed salt. They're really obsessed with salt. They placed salt in the nougat bar, like this like Toblerone texture. They also placed salt there. It was very interesting. It tasted different. For a second there, I thought the yellow one was like a lemon flavor, but then it wasn't. But yeah, all equally good. I actually did not eat them in Amsterdam, but I ate them here at home with cereal because I brought it to him as a pasalubong. And now for the last 3 that I will mention. They are from Albert Haines, all of them. I kept going back to that store because I think it's very smart to be like saving money while traveling. I don't know if that makes sense. So I bought in their own like local groceries some stuff. I tried this popular drink called Chocomel. It tastes just like Chucky. I really loved it, and I kind of regretted not buying it on the first day because I was really like hung up at the end. Like when I was traveling home, I was like, oh my god, that was so good. And I also once visited the grocery store to buy chips. The chips that is like a common theme there is cream and onion, or onion and cream. I don't know. It's like, you know, those, the thingy, the green stuff food. They have a lot of that there. In Switzerland, they have a lot of paprika flavors. Don't try it. But the chips in Amsterdam was like really good. It is from a company, I have no idea what company or country this is from. It's called Tuk. It was really good. And the last thing that I will talk about is also from Albert Haines. I don't know how to pronounce it. I got a meal from there. It is very interesting. Our hostel has a kitchen, so I thought that I would use the kitchen. I'll show you guys how I use the kitchen. I use the kitchen in the basement floor, I guess, to reheat the rendang. Because of the fact that Indonesia used to be a Dutch colony, there are actually a lot of Indonesian food in Amsterdam. You can find like restaurants lining up that are all Indonesian food. It's very interesting to me because I've never been to that country, so I also wanted to try this food because this kind of exists in Philippines, and then I thought that that was a Filipino food, and then realizing now that I'm old that yeah, it wasn't Filipino food, obviously. And then I tried it. It was really good. I decided to pick the one from the local grocery because it had this really cute packaging, and then I was like, oh my god, this looks so authentic or something. So yeah, that was all that I ate in Amsterdam. I was there for 4 nights and 3 days, but I just say 3 days because it was really just 3 days. I was there for that long and I wasn't really able to try a lot of different variations like lunch food or dinner food in Amsterdam, but I mostly just ate in a restaurant for breakfast. And yeah, I think the next time that I will go there, I will try more food like those black licorice things, the herring, and like their apple pie or something. I heard that it's very special there. And they have a lot more food basically. They have a lot of like fried food, which I like, but I didn't want to try all of them at once because I feel like I was already growing this like acne-ish in my face. So I didn't want to try more and more oily food. But yeah, in general, the food in Amsterdam was really good and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bonus clip, I'm gonna show you guys what I bought in Amsterdam so I don't have to make a separate video for it. What I bought in Amsterdam were these things. Bam! 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 I just quickly showed it because I feel like this video is already really long. Oh, and I also hoarded a lot of things. I'm gonna be talking still while I'm showing you guys what I hoarded. I am such a hoarder. Every time I travel, I always hoard paper around. And that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!